Hold up. Penal colonies were settlements established to confine and punish criminals, political prisoners, and others considered undesirable by the state. The primary purpose was to remove offenders from society while exploiting their labor to develop remote or underpopulated regions. The concept dates back centuries, with ancient examples found in Greece and Rome, but it became prominent during the age of European colonial expansion. Britain famously used Australia as a penal colony beginning in 1788 when the first fleet arrived at Botany Bay carrying convicts to establish a permanent settlement. Other British destinations included Van Diemen's Land, Norfolk Island, and earlier, the American colonies before the Revolutionary War. France also relied heavily on penal colonies, notably in French Guiana, where Devil's Island gained notoriety for its brutal conditions. Russia employed Siberia as a vast penal destination, where prisoners endured extreme climates and harsh labor, under both Tsarist and Soviet rule. Spain also maintained penal colonies in territories such as the Philippines and Spanish Sahara during its imperial period. Portugal sent convicts to colonies like Angola and Mozambique, using them to aid in infrastructural development. The Netherlands exiled prisoners and political dissidents to remote areas of the East Indies, often on isolated islands. Many penal colonies were self-sustaining communities, relying on forced labor for agriculture, construction, and defense works. Life in these colonies was often marked by disease, malnutrition, and harsh discipline, leading to high mortality rates. Political prisoners, including revolutionaries, rebels, and dissenters, were frequently sent to such colonies to prevent their influence at home. Over time, penal colonies became associated with cruelty and injustice, attracting criticism from humanitarian reformers. In Britain, transportation to Australia ended in 1868 after decades of public debate. France finally closed its penal settlement in the mid-20th century, with Devil's Island shutting down in 1953. Russia gradually abandoned its Siberia exile system, though Soviet labor camps persisted in a different form. The decline of penal colonies reflected changing views on justice, rehabilitation, and human rights. While once seen as an effective tool of punishment, imperial control, and colonial expansion, they came to symbolize oppression and abuse.